I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
The gold digger calling the kettle black if a daughter can't save her father from the death penalty by exposing her mother's lies, then what good is she? That's right, we're back! CW's Dynasty Season 3, Episode 9, The Caviar I Trust Is Not Burned. And the Dynasty panel is all for it.
Yes.
Yeah, we are. That, by the way, is the voice of the one and only queen of the Dynasty of Carrington herself. Maddie Pocks is in the building.
Yes, I'm Maddie Pocks / Maddie Carrington.
Yeah, you are.
Happy
Or
to
is
be
it
back.
Maddington? Is it Maddington, Carrington, Colby?
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
you
of
might
them,
be.
I guess.
Yeah, think about it. I don't know what you are anymore, you know? And of course, I am the king of the dynasties. Tehran is in the building, hosting, paneling. We will be talking all things CW's Dynasty Season 3, Episode 9, The Return. After that cliffhanger, The Caviar I Trust Is Not Burned. We will be breaking down the episode as thus. Alexis, Carrington, Colby. Alexis is back. We have a new face. We have a new actor. And here we are in all of Alexis's glory, as Alexis' testimony is condemning Blake. Fallon investigates. Fallon goes legally blonde on her ass and makes some things happen. Blake Carrington verdict. We finally get a verdict. It is said and done. Alexis versus Dominique. We have them back together. The nemesis. It's almost like Joker versus Lex Luthor right now. The two greatest villains on television are going head to head. Oh man, Adam gets kicked out. Fallon wants to go after Adam, and we find out what happens at the cliffhanger from the last season. We do have our special segment, Wow, where we decide what's the wow outfit of the episode. News and gossip, you're gonna wanna stay tuned as we talk all things Elaine Hendricks, predictions, and more. Maddie, you're a Carrington. What were your overall thoughts on this week's episode?
Wow. Okay. I'm really, really liking the new actress for Alexis.
Sure.
She plays it really well, so I love to see that play out. Finally get to see what happens at the beginning with Adam and Liam fighting. I am relieved that it's not Liam that is hurt again. So I was happy to see Adam.
I know you hate Adam.
I hate Adam. You know, like that is my least favorite character. So I was so relieved, the first 5 minutes to see him. To see Adam obviously was the one taken in the ambulance, and it wasn't Liam. So that was, I know that's really mean to say, but I was very relieved. And then obviously we see what happens throughout the episode with Adam and Blake, and now he's finally out of the manor in the end, but we'll get to that. But in terms of the trial, that was very interesting. I wasn't expecting Fallon to do that in a weird way, to kind of be on her dad's side in the beginning.
She's still a Carrington.
Yeah, so I thought, when her mother shows up at the beginning and they hug and whatnot, I thought, okay, maybe she's going to feel bad. But Fallon still has it in her.
She definitely does. And the fact that you hate Adam is a testament to Sam Underwood and his acting ability, because he's so good to be the person you hate and love to hate.
He's
Such a great character,
actor.
brings it to life, brings that whole Adam Carrington feel, has this creepy vibe, even though he's obviously such a sweet and good-looking person, charming person, but brings it to life and is amazing in how they do so. In fact, all the characters are brought to life by the actors that play them, especially now with the new Elaine Hendricks taking over as Alexis. And we've seen, this is the third incarnation of Alexis that we've seen on the show. So Elaine comes in with a whole different vibe and feel, and is a different character. Sure, it's Alexis reincarnate, but it's also Alexis with a new oomph. And we saw a very similar thing, of course, when we saw Crystal come back with Daniela Alonso and then Crystal Flores, right? So it's definitely how it shifts and changes, and it's nice to see how they do that. And I love how Dynasty makes no qualms about what kind of show it is and what it is. They make no excuses and have fun with everything, and they bring it up, and we get all of that. And of course, Alexis and Dominique, them going head to head. Bannister Bay, hashtag Alexis, Carrington Colby. We're not going to hear the last of that. And the cliffhanger was last episode was this thing where we thought Adam or Liam were going to definitely fall to their death, and yet both of them survived. Adam gets hurt, and I'm a little disappointed by that. But overall, a great episode, of course, and it's so much fun. Alexis, Carrington, Colby, what did you think of Alexis now going from a Carrington to a Colby, basically marrying her
ex-fiance.
her ex-husband's cousin.
Yeah, it's so incestuous.
No, her ex-husband's nephew, half nephew.
It's crazy. I couldn't even talk to my mom if she did that to me. If I was engaged to a man, but then we were related and we found out.
At one time, Colby was engaged to Fallon.
Yeah. So, and it was so cringeworthy when, Fallon goes over to Colby's house and they're making out in front of her.
Yeah, they're definitely kissing. And I thought, the way Colby looked up, I thought it was a planned kiss. I thought it was we're setting you up for something. And yet it wasn't.
Yeah.
They were definitely, there was that Switzerland, he was in the Switzerland.
She was in a hospital in Switzerland, I guess, getting her new face.
And he was there, and they met up a couple times and then fell in love. Fell in love to fall in love to fall in love to get married? I think it's an arranged thing. I thought it was just like a plan. They came into the courthouse and it was all set up and they weren't actually sleeping together. But after that makeout scene on this episode, I was like, maybe this is the real thing. It is the real thing. And, it's interesting because Alexis keeps calling Crystal a gold digger, and it's like, Crystal comes from a very wealthy family. I don't know why people keep thinking Crystal's only in it for the money.
Alexis is a gold digger.
Alexis is, in a way, a gold digger, but also has a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, they all do.
They all have a lot of money. Colby is a billionaire. Blake is a billionaire.
Yeah.
Fallon is a billionaire. They're all literally just billionaires in their own rights. Even Adam, after everything he's been through and using his life savings to be able to purchase another 100 acres vineyard for his father after burning the old one is still a billionaire. They're still wealthy, even though he did use all of his life savings.
Well, now he has to sell that.
Yeah, but Alexis Carrington Colby, I thought that it was definitely a plot twist. Didn't see it coming. Didn't see Alexis. I knew Alexis had to come back, but didn't see Alexis coming back as Colby's wife, of all people.
Yeah, I mean, it's Dynasty, so whatever crazy can happen and dramatic in the family, it will. So I was surprised, but I said to myself, okay, well, that's Dynasty.
It will be great if Alexis moves on to Colhane next.
She probably will.
Yeah, and of course they had a kid. Didn't she have a kid with Anders?
Yeah.
What is
She
Alexis?
can't move on and find another family.
I don't understand. She's just going through who's left. She might actually end up with Adam.
She might end up with Steven.
Who knows?
Her son.
Liam. She might end up with
know.
Liam. I mean, this is just a thing. When she gets on that stand and she basically testifies, Blake is very arrogant and says she has nothing.
Yeah, there's this, he obviously hates her guts.
Sure.
And she claims she hates him, but as we can see and Fallon sees, she still has this weird obsession with Blake.
I mean, her safe code was his birthday.
I know, I was going to just bring that up. It's crazy that, I would never put someone's birthday as my safe code, even if I was dating them. She just weirdly obsessed.
Yeah, so your phone code's not like some guy's social
of course
security
not.
number or
No,
something.
it'd be like my birthday.
Yeah. Now we all know your phone code. So my thing about it is, with Alexis, when she goes up there and she's talking about seeing through the bathroom window and seeing everything, I thought maybe I didn't believe her. But I thought it was possibly they were going to prove you can't see the lake and see everything going on from where she's at.
Yeah, it's interesting. I thought maybe they would go in to her little loft because she owns it on the property and whatnot, and kind of look at that. And then I wasn't expecting it to go all Legally Blonde and with the spray tan kind of incident, but it was interesting to see the whole trial play out.
Sure, because the spray tan takes 4 hours, and also she was at the spray tan place. And you don't take a bath after getting a spray tan,
Yeah,
so it's impossible that she was taking a bath and saw everything. So she definitely was found to be lying because Fallon decided to investigate. You were surprised Fallon took up for her father?
Yeah, I mean, I thought when I saw Alexis and Fallon and they kind of hugged, I know, Fallon was a little bit reluctant to talk to her mother and whatnot. I thought maybe they'll rekindle things this episode. And I don't know. I just think that would have been a twist, and she wouldn't necessarily take the stand against her dad, but wouldn't help him that much to prove he's innocent.
I don't see why she wouldn't. Blake has done everything for Fallon. Fallon's success all lies on Blake. In fact, she's messed up everything, and he's been there, and his money especially has been her backbone. Yeah. So she has Fallon Unlimited, which she's so proud of, but it's not something she built from the ground up. It's something that she was able to purchase with the power and the money of her father, and wanted it only because Liam was an author at that company. Yeah. So it's not like Fallon is this... To me, at this point, Fallon is a bit of a hypocrite. Fallon is always projecting her own flaws onto her father. She sees anything he does, she does the exact same thing. But she blames him for it and not herself, ever.
Yeah. Yeah, they have such a weird relationship, I guess.
She's sneaky, she's manipulative, and in fact, she technically killed someone as well. And her father covered it up for her.
Yeah, and then we see at the end what happens with her and Crystal. So it's like she knows her dad has done something and she just wants to know the truth.
She doesn't just want to know the truth. For some reason, it's this weird thing where Fallon is like, my father can't be a murderer. Like, think about all the things your father has done. Murder is actually at the least of the criminal activities that your father's been a part of.
And, like, she killed someone, so...
She did. And she's been responsible for other things. People forget the consequences of their actions. When she does something or she ruins someone's reputation or ruins someone's company, what do you think happens to them?
Yeah, she doesn't know what it's like because she's never been completely ruined because she has her dad to back her up.
Exactly. She's never actually faced the consequences of her own actions. But I did like that Fallon stuck up for her father, and Fallon was a Carrington through and through, and realizes that if you had to choose between Blake and Alexis, who was there for her most?
Well, obviously Blake, I guess.
It had to be Blake. I mean, Alexis was just never even there. Blake does have a strong sense of family.
Yeah.
And Alexis does not, obviously, as she's married to Colby now, the basic blood enemy of the Carringtons, literally. So we get this investigation, and then we get the Blake Carrington verdict. Were you surprised by the not guilty verdict?
I was. I didn't think there'd be a mistrial.
Oh, it's not even not guilty. Mistrial, yes.
Yeah, mistrial. I thought it would just keep going throughout episodes and people would come on the stand and say different things. I was really surprised to see it's a mistrial.
Well, mistrials, and this is what people at home should know about a mistrial. When a mistrial happens, the reason why it's almost like a victory for the defendant is because when the prosecution has one mistrial, it's unlikely that the court allows them to try it again because it says you've already gone through the process and you were not able to convict someone beyond a reasonable doubt. So it's difficult. It's like a cost-effective measure where it's like you went through one mistrial. So unless you have new information or new testimony or something new that will make it even more. If you're going to try to retry the exact same thing, you're probably going to get the exact result. So we need something new.
Yeah, which, you know, I think Alexis, as we saw, she was obviously very upset that it was a mistrial, and I feel like her and Colby just keep trying and trying.
But she lied. Like, why is she upset? She lied. And on top of that, of course, the Carringtons set up the jury.
Yeah. I loved that scene when Crystal went into the bathroom. What was the juror's name again?
They had those red shoes.
Those red shoes, what was the juror's name again? But anyway, so she goes into the bathroom, and I was even thinking, why are you why didn't you just change your shoes right when you walked out? Like, you're so dumb. And then, of course...
She switched her shoes with someone next to her.
Yeah, switches the shoes.
That was the plan all along.
And makes the girl look crazy. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to get caught. Why wouldn't you just... change the shoes up right after leaving the door. But it worked out.
Brilliant. They did it on purpose, and they set her up, and they got their juror on, and the juror led to them being unable to come up with a verdict and therefore a mistrial.
Yeah. Very, very smart.
Well, the verdict, we always care about what the jurors think because that's how the system works. And here, of course, we care about what all of you think in the comments below. Let us know what you think. Give us your thoughts. Share your comments. Tell us what you thought about this episode. More importantly, are we shipping Alexis Colby? #Colbexis. Are we Are we shipping that? We want to know below. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribe, spread the word, share the love. And if you're listening to us on iTunes, give us that 5 stars we so greatly deserve. Thank you all at home for making us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Yeah, thank you guys. Couldn't do it without the fans and people tuning in and, commenting. We love to get comments from you guys on YouTube, especially. So if you have any...
Especially when they agree with us. Let's talk about Alexis and Dominique. These two are so similar, they hate each other.
Yeah, they are almost the same person in the flesh.
They are such good acting. Of course, Michelle Michael is a train, like we've seen her throughout the years. Great actors.
They're all amazing actors.
They are.
Even
definitely.
Adam. I mean, I know I say I hate his character, but he is really good at playing it.
Yeah,
amazing.
Definitely.
Actor.
Michael Michelle. And then on top of that, we have the concept of Alexis and Dominique, who's going to win Colby. Dominique's already messed up as the mom and then kind of betrayed Colby's trust. And now Alexis coming in. And Dominique's like, if you're going to choose Alexis over me, at least let me be the snake in your garden, not Alexis.
Well, now, I mean, do we think Alexis pushed Dominique down the stairs? That was very exaggerated.
I think
fall.
that Alexis pushed Dominique and Dominique flopped. So it was like in basketball when there's kind of, or soccer, if there's like kind of a foul and the person like rolls around the ground.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah, but I don't think she's gonna press charges. Like
it's not charges. I think it's a civil suit. She's gonna win a lot of money from this case and be able to finance Vanessa's career.
True. Yeah, in New York.
Because she's going to New York.
In New York with Monica.
Exactly.
I wonder if they're going to film anything in New York and we get to see their life in New York while they're away.
I think that because they're recurring actors on the show, except for Michael Michelle, who is a regular, I think because the other 2 actors are recurring actors only, we won't see the New York. I think they kind of cut that out a little. Maybe we'll see like a little bit of things if there's conversations with Colby. But I don't see how it would tie into what's going on with the mainstead of Dynasty, especially now that the Adam storyline is picking up. Adam and Liam. Liam remembers that Adam's the one who did it.
I'm so happy.
Obviously, Adam actually saved Liam and then fell.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to forgive him if I was Liam. I'd be like, you bashed me over the head with a flower pot.
Sure, but it was a fight. When you fight, you fight. I mean, Liam wanted to be tough. He wanted to be a tough guy. Well, Adam was like, not only am I the toughest, I also don't fight fair.
And what do we think is going to happen now that Adam is banished from the manor?
I think Adam is going to either work, here's the dichotomy, either work very hard to get back into the Carringtons or become on the we're going to burn you down bridge.
Maybe he'll team up with Colby.
That's the most dangerous. So it's interesting to see what he's now definitely the wild card because the Adam and Liam thing is in full effect, but the Adam and Fallon thing is about to get out of control. Fallon wants to go after Adam and press charges and do all these things. And Liam's like, well, maybe we shouldn't press charges right now.
Yeah, he's being super cool about it, surprisingly. I would definitely not be that calm if all that stuff happened to me. But maybe Adam will keep the vineyard and, make his own business.
That could be a thing if Adam keeps the vineyard and makes it super successful to prove to Blake that he can be a self-made man and get back in Blake's great graces and also somehow bring back that blue vineyard. Maybe Adam can make it happen. I don't know. We'll see. We're waiting till next week as many things come out. Of course, it's too soon for amnesia jokes, that Liam line, and then hashtag Bannister Bay. Let's all hashtag that ourselves. Hashtag Bannister Bay, Alexis Darrington Colby. And funny line is, you change loyalty as often as you change your face.
I love that line.
That was a great line. Let's get into our special segment. Wow. This is the wow outfit of the episode. Maddie Pocks.
Okay, I loved all of Alexis's outfits. Courthouse chic, like all black with her black hat. Very classy looking, but I also liked Fallon's courthouse look. And she had the pink suit with the little white flowers on it.
Yes.
That was cool. I would wear that for sure.
Well, my favorite outfit was Fallon's green dress in the beginning with the white knee-high boots. It was so sexy, so hot, and she had such a mean walk, and she had, like, she was just filled out nicely, like she was killing it. Get it, Fallon?
She has the best wardrobe.
Work it, Fallon. Yes. So it's great to see Fallon just owning it all, always, all Fallon, all day, all long. Let's get into some news and gossip, shall we?
AfterBuzz TV News.
So, of course, we have a new actress taking the role of Alexis, Elaine Hendricks. If you're wondering who Elaine Hendricks is, well, you have seen her in her life. She has definitely been on everything and more, from The Parent Trap to Inspector Gadget to What the Bleep Do We Know. So basically, Hendricks is like a working actress. We've seen her on many things. She looks amazing. She's a dancer and a model before she got into acting. Has been on so many different shows. And I don't know. Have you ever seen Elaine?
I remember her now that you said Parent Trap and Inspector Gadget. I've obviously seen that in like 10 years, 15 years, but you know, when you show that photo with her with short hair, I see it now.
Yeah, and she looks amazing. She's been, of course, she had a recurring role in Married with Children, and so it's good to see her in this show, and it pops off so perfect, especially because she wasn't, she appeared as Renee in 90210, so it was like in the new, so it's like, okay, here we go. She's been around. We know her.
Yeah, very good actress.
Great pickup. Great pickup. And of course, that's basically what the Twitter sphere is all going, but is going nuts for the new Alexis.
Yeah.
So let me know. And here's the thing. Let's not act like we didn't like the old Alexis.
I've loved every Alexis that has
Alexis
been.
has been. Elizabeth Gillies, of course. Fallon played it for a while, but none of us bought the Fallon one. So let's remove that.
Yeah.
Nicolette Sheridan or Elaine Hendricks. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Which one is your fave? Let's jump into predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Tell us what your crystal ball holds, Maddie.
Okay, well, we just kind of talked about it. I think Adam might get a vineyard or keep that one. I mean, so maybe he'll start a new company. Don't see them back in the courthouse anytime soon. That might play out later in the season. I think Fallon and Liam, maybe they'll hold off on pressing charges, and we'll get to see it play out with Adam's vineyard and all that kind of stuff. And either than that, I think Dominique's going away for a bit to New York.
I don't think Dominique is over. I think the Dominique Alexis thing is going to pick up. We're going to see a lot more happen with that. And that civil suit is going to be something. Dominique will not let Colby go that easy. So we shall see. When talking about seeing, where can people see you if you want to be seen?
I do want to be seen. I'm on Instagram at Maddie Pocks. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Well, you can find me at the Blake Carrington Manor or in the Loft or at I Am Tehran all across the board. IAMTEHRAN. And also hosting and paneling on a slew of other AfterBuzz after shows, because all of your favorite TV shows are my favorite TV shows too. Until next week when we talk more Dynasty. We are out.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.